For most of history, each generation inherited the world as it was. Gen Alpha will not. Born after 2010, this generation is growing up inside systems shaped by artificial intelligence, automation, and constant connectivity. Unlike previous generations, Gen Alpha is not adapting to technology. Technology is adapting to them. And that changes everything. Gen Alpha is the first generation raised entirely in a digital-first world. They do not remember life before smartphones. They do not distinguish between online and offline. To them, digital systems are not tools, they are environments. This subtle difference will reshape how the economy works. One of the biggest changes Gen Alpha will bring is how value is created. Previous generations built value through labor, time, and physical presence. Gen Alpha is growing up in a world where value comes from creativity, data, and digital ownership. Virtual goods already matter. Digital identities already have value. Online influence already translates into real income. For Gen Alpha, this will feel normal. Consumption patterns will also change. Gen Alpha is less attached to ownership and more focused on access. Streaming replaced buying. Subscriptions replaced collections. Experiences replaced possessions. As this generation gains purchasing power, industries built on traditional ownership models will struggle to adapt. Education is another system being quietly transformed. Gen Alpha is learning through short-form content, interactive platforms, and personalized digital tools. Traditional education systems were designed for uniformity and scale. Gen Alpha expects customization and speed. This gap will force economies to rethink how skills are developed and how talent is valued. The workplace will not escape this shift. Gen Alpha is being raised with automation as a given. They will not see machines as threats, but as collaborators. Routine tasks will be automated. Creative and strategic work will become more valued. Flexibility will matter more than hierarchy. The traditional career ladder will feel outdated. Perhaps the most important change is how Gen Alpha views institutions. Trust in corporations, governments, and traditional authority structures has been declining for years. Gen Alpha is growing up watching systems fail in real time. They expect transparency. They expect accountability. And they expect systems to evolve. Organizations that cannot adapt will lose relevance. Gen Alpha will not overthrow the economy overnight. Change will happen gradually. Quietly. System by system. But when Gen Alpha becomes the dominant economic force, the rules will already be different. The economy of the future will be shaped by people who never learned to live without digital systems. And once those systems are questioned, reworked, and redesigned, there is no going back. Subscribe to our channel for more business and tech insights.